Let's assume you're a business owner and you have tons and tons of data. How do you interact with the data? How do you get meaningful insights from your data to use in your decision making? And mind you, let's assume you don't have a CFO or a finance guy. Well, what if you could be able to chat with your data, kind of like how you'd be asking your CFO, what were last year's sales? How does that compare to this year? What was our highest expense? Which product brought in the most sales? And so on and so forth. Well, I've developed an AI to serve as your finance guy, your data analyst, enabling you to chat with your data. I built it on VoiceFlow and Vector Shift AI, and here's a demo. So this is the data we are working with. So you can see it's an Excel spreadsheet containing the date, product name, unit price, quantity sold, and the sales amount, and it has like 100 rows. Okay, so I generated this with a ChatGPT, so we can be able to chat with this specific data. Okay, so let's get right into it. Here I have the chatbot up, so start conversation. Hello there, how may I help you today? So let me ask it, what is the total sales amount? That's 17,761, and we can quickly verify that. Here I've run a formula, as you can see, sum of all this data over here, and you can see if I click enter, it gives me 17,761. How does the sales of 2023 compare to 2024? The total sales for the year 2023 is 10,877, and for 2024 is 6884. This indicates that the sales in 2023 were higher compared to 2024, and we'll verify all this data at the very end. So let me just continue asking questions, then we'll verify if this is true. Which product brought in the most sales in 2023? The product that brought in the most sales in 2023 is product D with a total sales of 1,650. What was the total sales of product A in 2024? The total sales of product A in 2024 amounted to 645, and by the way, this is in USD. The product that sold the most quantity in the 2 years is product A with a total of 108 units sold. In which particular year did product C make the most sales? Product C made the most sales in the year 2023 with the total sales amounting to 1,175. Now let's verify how true these statements are. So here I have the same data, the CSV, but now I've done formulas to calculate all those values that we have asked the AI. So for the first question, we already verified. The next one is sales of 2023 compared to 2024. You can see it here. 10,597 compared to 6884, and if you see the AI did say that, and also these are not hard-coded values. You can see there's a formula that we have run to get these values. Okay, then which product brought in the most sales in 2023? It said product D with 1650. Let's see. So here you can see the products, all of them, and the respective sales for 2023. So you can see product D got 1650, the highest among all of them, and you can see that formula that generated that. What was the total sales of product A in 2024? It said 645. So let's see. You can see here product A sales in 2024 is 645, and you can see the formula there. Which product sold the most quantity in the 2 years? It said product A with 108. Let's see. So here are the different products and the total quantity sold over time. So you can see 108, that's product A, but also this product F, but we went to the first one because that comes first. In which particular year did product C make the most sales? So let's see. It's saying 2023 with 1175, and you can see here product C sales in 2023 is 1175, and product C sales in 2024 is 800. So it got that correct also. So everything was verified and everything is working perfectly. And now you're asking me, how do I get into building one myself? Let me show you. So as I've mentioned, we built this using VoiceFlow and Vector Shift AI. So we'll start with the VoiceFlow template, and all this I'll provide link in the description so that you can be able to follow along with me. Okay, so the AI starts with a simple message. Hey there, how may I help you today? It captures the user's response, so that is a question they want to ask the data. Then we send that question to Vector Shift so that it can be able to handle the response. So Vector Shift is handling the knowledge base aspect of this. So it's the one that we're feeding it with the CSV data so that it can be able to give a relevant response based on the user's question. So you can see this is an API call that's calling our Vector Shift API to bring back a relevant response. Okay, so let's go to Vector Shift. So first of all, if you don't have an account, go to vectorshift.ai and create an account. So for that, so here you go, you'll click get started. Then you'll just fill out your details. You can log in with your Google account. Then once you log in, you'll arrive at your dashboard. then we can proceed. So once you arrive at your dashboard, you'll see something they call pipelines. A pipeline provides the canvas so that you can build on your knowledge base. It's kind of similar to if you've interacted with Stack AI or Flowise AI. You can be able to do that. So you'll click new over here, so to create a new pipeline, then create pipeline from scratch. So you'll give your pipeline a name, then you'll arrive at this empty canvas. Okay, so first of all, you want to start with an input. This is the user's question, so you'll drag this over, zoom in a bit, give the field a name, so something like question. It's of data type text. Then we can proceed. Then once the question is gotten, we'll go and query our CSV file so that we can get back a relevant response. So for that, you'll go to data loaders over here, then drag in this, you're seeing CSV query node, drag it in. So there are several CSV types, but you'll go with CSV query node. Okay, so the question will enter in there, so you can see. Then we'll pass in that specific variable that saved the user's question. So we named it as question. So curly braces, question. So this is to say that we want to insert a variable. So next we actually require the CSV data. This is coming from our CSV file, so we need to import that into VectorShift. So for that, you'll drag in this file node. So you're seeing this file node, drag it in and position it properly, then upload file. Okay, the once that's in place, you want to drag this over here. So notice if I drag this over here, it can't enter. Why is that? Is because this is toggled on. So you want to toggle off process files into text. So once that's in place, when I try dragging it over, you see it works. Okay, then next is the output. So once the question has been gotten from the user, the CSV query loader will query the CSV file to get a relevant response. It uses AI for this. Then we can be able to get the output. So for that, let's drag in an output node. It's in general output, so drag it in there. Then we can just connect our output there, and yeah, that's it. So you actually just need 4 nodes to be able to build such a powerful data querying chatbot. So it's quite mind-blowing that you can achieve such complex functionality with just 4 nodes. This CSV query loader does much of the heavy lifting. It will generate the formula to be able to query the CSV file. So any question you give in human language, it will transform that into a formula that it can query the CSV with. So you don't have to worry much about the nitty-gritties of it. It handles the heavy lifting for us. Then you want to click on deploy changes. So once changes have been deployed, you want to click on this button of export pipeline. You want to export it to chatbot. Okay, give it a name, something like chat with data 2, something like that. Then you want to click create the chatbot. Okay, so on my side it's saying you have reached your maximum number of chatbots, because I already tested this out initially and created a chatbot for it. So I'll just cancel this, then go back to the main dashboard so you can see the chatbots here. So then the chatbot that you have, I called mine databot, so I'll click on it. Then I want to click on export, then click on API export, scroll down till you see JavaScript. Then what you want to do is copy this URL as is, because this is what we will call to use the VectorShift API. Okay, so let me go back to VoiceFlow. So after capturing the user's response using this capture block, we will lead it on to an API step. For this, let me just collect the entire user reply. Then from there, I'll take it on to a dev step, which is making an API call. So I'm simply doing a replica of what we already did down here, so just for you to follow through with. So it's a post request, then we paste in that specific URL. Then in the headers, we want to pass in the API key, so you can copy this, come back to VoiceFlow, paste it in there. Then in the headers API key here, you need to paste in your API key. So let me show you where you can get that. You come here, click on personal, click on your profile, then go to API keys. Then you'll click generate a new API key, give it a name, let's say chat with data, then click generate. Then you'll copy this as is, go back and paste it within your VoiceFlow chatbot. That's all in the headers. Now in the body, click plus over there, ensure you're on URL encoded, so click on that. And in the parameter key, going back here in VectorShift, API export, JavaScript, I should see the body values that I need to put in. So first of all is the input, which is the user's question. So paste it in there. And in the value, we want the last utterance variable, which contains the user's question. Then we add another one. Next one is the chatbot name. Copy that and paste in. Then we get the chatbot name, which is databot. Paste it in there. Then add another one. Next one is the username. Paste it in there. Then the value is my username, so I'll copy that, come back and paste it in there. Then we can capture the response. So the response dot output, so that's where the response will be. Response dot output, save it to a variable. Let's select a variable. I created one called output, so I'll click on that, and yeah, that's it. So if it's a success, we go ahead and print it out. So you can see here we print out the output, then capture the user's response again. Then once we capture the response, we send it back to the same API step to give a relevant response to whatever question they have. If it's failed, we just tell them, I'm having trouble retrieving the information you've requested. And yeah, that's it. That's how you're able to create a chatbot that enables you to chat with your data to get meaningful insights that you can use within your decision making. It's quite profound having such an AI to give you relevant responses amidst the tons of data that is structured in CSV file. It's quite valuable because you can imagine the cost of running such an AI or hiring an actual finance guy to be able to handle this. This is quite useful, especially for small businesses that don't have the huge budgets to hire finance people, but now they can be able to have such finance insights by just chatting with their data using this AI. If you want to build such complex systems, whether it's an AI chatbot, AI voice bot, or any automating of repetitive tasks within your business, there'll be a link in the description to book in a meeting with our team. The resources we used within this video link will be in the description, so check out for that. Anyways, that's it from me. Till next time, stay survey. Peace.